Hello everybody, my name's Nicola and welcome back to my channel. This is the Frugal Cottage, where we talk all things money to help you on your financial journey. Today's video is a budget with me for November. Don't forget to like and subscribe and let's get started. So yes, a budget for November already. It feels like October has gone so incredibly quickly. And there's lots of things to kind of think about and plan ahead for in terms of spending for the next kind of couple of months. So as always, I'm doing this in my budget planner. This is available on my Etsy store. I do recommend having a go with that. It has absolutely transformed our finances, but this is how I'm going to write down all of our budget for the month ahead. So I'm starting a new one because I've finished the other one, or I will have finished by the time October is over. So I will think about these later. So the budget planner lasts for 3 months and it gives you some goals and some motivation for you to write in to help you on your journey. And then month one, so aims for the month are going to be the same, but it might be a bit tricky this month. So I'm going to put £700 in investments, £185 mortgage overpayment. My no spend day aim is 20. One-off expenses this month. Now, November is fairly quiet for us. There's not much happening, but at the same time, I want to start getting Christmas shopping sorted. So I'm gonna put Christmas shopping here, although it's not like a one-off. It's still not something that happens every month. So I'm gonna put Christmas there because I was posting on Instagram the other day. I'm trying to think ahead so that I can buy from kind of the smaller independent shops this Christmas, rather than say just using Amazon or the big stores that really don't need your money as much as the little independent shops do. So that's the aim. But it does mean that I have to be more organised because their turnaround is slightly longer because sometimes it's only one person, that kind of thing. So that's my aim for that. So I definitely want to get something organised during November for Christmas. So this is what the monthly budget looks like, or the monthly budget page anyway. I'm going to talk about the kind of things in yellow as such. One day I am going to write this out and share with you. I don't know the exact numbers off the top of my head, but fixed expenses for us is mortgage, water, council tax, gas and electricity, like TV and broadband, mobile phone bills, childcare, because they're fixed. Well, I can't remember a fixed expense, but they do actually vary depending on how many weeks there are in a month. So it's either one or two numbers. It kind of changes. And there are kind of fixed expenses. The variable expenses things I'm going to talk about. So food, it has been at £280. I'm actually going to put this back to £300 because I have a horrible feeling that we are not going to be able to go to anyone else's for Christmas this year. We vary between my parents and my husband's parents, but I think at the moment we couldn't go in anyone else's house and I don't see that changing. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just buy kind of a few bits and pieces for like Christmas dinner and kind of the days surrounding Christmas and just put them in the freezer. Now, I've never had to make Christmas dinner myself before, ever, and the thought of that actually is not particularly appealing. I like going to other people's house for Christmas Day. I love spending it with family, and yes, it'll be fine, the four of us, but it's not the same, is it? But I think it's about planning ahead. So I'm going to put £300 for food for the month. The next one is petrol. That stays the same at £120. Miscellaneous, I'm going to put up to £150 again for the same reason. Kind of Christmas related stuff that's not presents will come out of the miscellaneous budget this month. And then children, as always, their budget is £100. So food is £300, petrol £120, miscellaneous £150, and children £100. That adds up to, let's see, £670 there. Now, sinking funds, I'd normally put kind of Christmas stuff in here, but because I'm going to start spending the Christmas sinking fund envelope, at the moment I don't really see anything going in there as such. They're probably going to be left now until the new year because our budget doesn't stretch in so many directions and we do need to get Christmas. There's also lots of birthdays in December that I also need to budget for. So investments and savings. So investments is always £700. I say that actually might be the stretch this month that we don't actually manage to do. Got £700 there. And overpayment, oh, I don't normally put it in the debt repayment, I wonder if I've done that, is £185. And again, that might be the thing that goes this month, but we'll see. So sinking funds is zero. This, I do need to look. I have it all on a spreadsheet somewhere, but I don't tend to look at it because they're kind of a fixed expense. I know they go out regardless and I can't do anything about it. I will share that with you at one point. The reason why I don't do the income is actually I do this at the end of the month, which is a bit backwards for the zero-based budget method, but it works for how I do it, so I'm okay with that at the moment. So there are our kind of bits of budget that I do on these. So the next thing, so like I said, I should fill this out and then it would be in here as well. So that's a list for all of your direct debits and bills. So things on here would be the mortgage, the water rates, council tax, all that kind of stuff would go on there. And then you can see, and then you could even do a total at the end for what your bills come up to every month. Sinking funds, probably won't put anything in these this month, like I said, but this is a tracker for if you do, just to keep like a running total of how much you've got in there or how much you've got in each sinking fund. It depends how you want to use that page. So no spend day tracker. You know me, I love my no spend days, so my aim for this is 20. As always. Now November has one less day in the month, which means that it's slightly trickier to get 20, but I will try my best. And you know, that's all you can do, isn't it, at the end of the day, is try your best. So then we've got the weekly things. I've actually tweaked the design slightly, so instead of having kind of aims here, I've put overall thought on the week instead, just to change it so it kind of flows a bit better. So I've got all the weeks in here. Obviously there's nothing in those yet. So there's 5 weeks in each month, just in case it goes over 5 weeks, because sometimes they do, don't they? So the next thing is extra income. If you watch these regularly, you'll know that I always say, oh, I've got loads of things to list on eBay and Facebook, and I never get around to them, and I don't know why. Somebody commented like, why don't you challenge yourself to list one thing? And I think that's what I'll do for November, is just to get one thing posted on there. I think it's that once I've done one thing, then the kind of the barrier has been broken, and then I'll do more. Does that make sense? But because it's the thought of it more than anything else, I just don't seem to get around to it, which is, you know, is daft, isn't it, really? But this is the extra income. If you make any extra income, it has a running total, and then it says if you make any extra income this month, then decide where it goes, and there's sinking funds, investments and savings, or extra debt payments. Normally this would go in our sinking funds if I ever get round to it. So I'll leave that there for now. The next one, so the savings aim is always £700. When I say savings, that just goes into our investments, that's what that means. And then the month one reflection, so it kind of gives you, so you look back on your variable expenses and see what you've spent, total of no spend days, any extra income and things to do differently next month. And that's it for month one in my new budget planner, because I've kind of got to the end of the last one. I love this system. I like, if I show you my old one, if you've not seen my videos, so like I share this on Instagram, so like that's the savings aim page met, because that's for October, I've done it already. This is what my kind of, if I did, where are we? If I do like the kind of the week check-in, that's what it kind of looks like. So you do like what you spent that week and what's remaining in those categories. No spend day tracker. Where are we? Where's my no spend day tracker gone? Is there. I just love the whole system, and I like the colouring. I add stickers to things because I like stickers. It just really works for me. And like I said, this budget planner is available in my Etsy shop if you want to have a look. And if you order it today, you will get it before the 1st of November, so you can get started straight away. But there we go, there we have it. Have you done your budget for November? How's it looking? I feel like it's going to be an expensive month. It always is. November and December for us are really expensive. Christmas aside, we've got, are there 5 family birthdays in December? I think there's 5. If not 6 actually. Is there 6? So, you know, regardless of whether you celebrate Christmas or not, for us it's a really expensive month anyway before that. So let me know how you're getting on with your budget. How's it looking? Do you find that you are spending more at the moment at this time of year? I think most people just generally do anyway. As always, thanks for watching. I hope you're staying safe at home. We certainly are at the moment. We're in self-isolation for 2 weeks, but there we go, at least we've got a nice home to stay safe in. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you again very soon.